ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ LMSಗೆ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. Myself Suguna HG, Assistant Professor, Government First Aid College, Chintamani. In this video, I am presenting integral calculus rectification for curves in Cartesian form. Integral calculus, applications of integral calculus. In this section, we shall study a few applications of integral calculus in finding length of arcs, plane areas, surface areas, and volume of the solids of revolution for standard curves in Cartesian and polar forms. Rectification is the process of finding the length of an arc of a curve. So in this session, let us discuss about the length of arcs of a curve when it is given in a Cartesian form. In Cartesian form, we have two types of curves, that is y is equal to f of x and x is equal to f of y. For Cartesian equation of the form y is equal to f of x, consider a curve y is equal to f of x and let s denote the length of the arc of the curve between 2 points x is equal to a and x is equal to b, where a is always less than b. Then from differential calculus we have the derivative of arc length, that is ds by dx is equal to square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square when the curve is of the form y is equal to f of x, and here s denotes the length of the arc of the curve between the 2 points a and b, where a is always less than b. Then from the differential calculus we have ds by dx is equal to square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square. We get s is equal to integral a to b because we have taken the curve between 2 points x is equal to a and x is equal to b. Therefore, s is equal to integral a to b ds by dx into dx. Now ds by dx we have from the differential calculus, that is square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square. Let us substitute that in this equation. So we get integral a to b square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square into dx. Suppose if the equation is given in another form, that is x is equal to f of y. See, for the Cartesian equations of the form x is equal to f of y, we have ds by dy because equation x is equal to f of y. Therefore, ds by dy is equal to square root of 1 plus dx by dy whole square. Now in this case, s is equal to integral a to b ds by dy into dy. Now ds by dy is equal to root of 1 plus dx by dy whole square. Let us substitute that in this equation. So we get integral a to b square root of 1 plus dx by dy whole square into dy. See, here we have two formula to find the arc length. So here when the equation is in the form of y is equal to f of x, then the s is equal to integral a to b square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square into dx, and in case of x is equal to f of y, we have the length of an arc of the curve is equal to integral a to b square root of 1 plus dx by dy whole square into dy. Now by using these two formulae, let us work out few problems. Problem 1. Find the entire length of asteroid x to the power of 2 by 3 plus y to the power of 2 by 3 is equal to a to the power of 2 by 3. So now let us find out the length of the asteroid x to the power of 2 by 3 plus y to the power of 2 by 3 is equal to a power of 2 by 3 by using the formula. Solution. The curve is symmetrical about the axis, so it meets the x-axis in the first quadrant at x is equal to a, and the given curve is x to the power of 2 by 3 plus y to the power of 2 by 3 is equal to a to the power of 2 by 3. By differentiating x to the power of 2 by 3 plus y to the power of 2 by 3 is equal to a to the power of 2 by 3, we get 2 by 3 x to the power of minus 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 y to the power of minus 1 by 3 into dy by dx is equal to 0, because the derivative of a power of 2 by 3, which is a constant, derivative of that with respect to x is 0. So the derivative of x to the power of 2 by 3 with respect to x is 2 by 3 into x to the power of minus 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 into y to the power of minus 1 by 3 dy by dx. Now let us equate this to dy by dx and simplify. So dy by dx is equal to minus y by x whole to the power of 1 by 3. Transferred the terms to the side, LHS terms to RHS and simplified. So dy by dx is equal to minus y by x whole to the power of 1 by 3. Now let us substitute this dy by dx in the formula, that is square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square. So by substituting the value of dy by dx in this, we get square root of 1 plus y by x whole to the power of 1 by 3 whole square. So we get it as 1 plus y to the power of 2 by 3 by x to the power of 2 by 3. By taking LCM, x to the power of 2 by 3 plus y to the power of 2 by 3 by x to the power of 2 by 3, and which is nothing but x to the power of 2 by 3 plus y to the power of 2 by 3 means it is the given equation. So let us write a power of 2 by 3 in the numerator divided by x to the power of 2 by 3. Now removing the square root, so we get a power of 1 by 3 in the numerator and in the denominator also x to the power of 1 by 3. A power of 1 by 3 into x to the power of minus 1 by 3, the denominator is taken to the numerator, so it is x to the power of minus 1 by 3. See, this diagram represents the asteroid x-axis and y-axis. It is symmetrical about the both the axes, that is symmetrical about the x-axis and also symmetrical about y-axis. This curve represents x to the power of 2 by 3 plus y to the power of 2 by 3 is equal to a to the power of 2 by 3. Now from the diagram, along the x-axis, x is varying between 0 to a in the first quadrant. So the required length of the asteroid is, the total length of the asteroid is nothing but the length in the first quadrant, second, third and fourth quadrant, sum together is the length. The required length of the asteroid is equal to 4 times integral 0 to a, because in the first quadrant x is varying from 0 to a, into square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square into dx. So this is the required length of the asteroid. Now already we have calculated 1 root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square. So just let us substitute that value here. So 4 times the integral of a to the power of 1 by 3 into x to the power of minus 1 by 3 dx. Now let us simplify this by integrating we get 4 into a power of 1 by 3 is a constant, remove outside, and x to the power of minus 1 by 3's integral is 3 by 2 into x to the power of 2 by 3. See, the integral of x to the power of minus 1 by 3 is x to the power of 2 by 3 divided by 3. That 2 by 3 is taken to the numerator, so it becomes 3 by 2. Limits are 0 to a. So 0 to a, when you apply the limits, when you apply 0, the whole term vanishes, so only upper limit I have applied. So that is 4a to the power of 1 by 3 into 3 by 2, 2 times it get cancels, 2 3s are 6, and a to the power of 1 by 3, and when you substitute the limit, that is a power of 2 by 3. So 6 into a power of 1 by 3 into a power of 2 by 3 is equal to 6a. So the arc length, that is the required length of the asteroid, is equal to 6a. Problem 2. Show that the length of one loop of the curve 3ay square is equal to x into x minus a whole square is 4a by root 3. To solve this one, let us consider the given equation, that is 3ay square is equal to x into x minus a whole square. See, this curve is also symmetrical about x-axis. First, let us solve for y. So, y is equal to 1 by root 3a into root x into x minus a. See, on simplification, we get 1 by root 3a into root x into x is x to the power of 3 by 2, and a into root x is a into x to the power of half. Now let us find out the derivative of this one. So the derivative of y is equal to 1 by root 3a into the derivative of x to the power of 3 by 2 is 3 by 2 into x to the power of 3 by 2 minus 1, that is nothing but 3 by 2 x to the power of half minus derivative of a into x to the power of half. A is a constant, so x to the power of half derivative is 1 by 2 root x. So by simplifying this, we get 1 by root 3a into 2 root x. If you take it as a LCM, then x to the power of half into root x is x, so we get 3x minus a by 2 root x. So this is the value of dy by dx. Then find out 1 plus dy by dx whole square, because in the formula we have square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square. So let us find out 1 plus dy by dx whole square. So that is equal to 1 plus the value of dy by dx is 1 by root 3a into 3x minus a by 2 root x. Now squaring this one, we get 3x minus a whole square in the numerator, and root 3a value is 3a into root x value is x. So we get 3a into 4x, that is 3 4s are 12ax. 1 plus dy by dx whole square is equal to 1 plus 3x minus a whole square by 12ax. Further, by taking LCM and simplifying, we get 12ax plus 3x minus a whole square by 12ax, that is equal to 3x plus a whole square by 12ax. This is the value of square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square. See, in the diagram, this is the given curve. This is a loop representing the given curve, and see, this loop is symmetrical about the x-axis. See, above the x-axis the curve covers the same area and below also same, so that is symmetrical. Therefore, if you find the length of the curve in the first quadrant and multiply it by 2 times, so we get the complete length of this one. So that is, so the loop lies between x is equal to 0 and x is equal to a. See, the loop lies between x is equal to 0 to x is equal to a. So this is the point where x is equal to a. Hence, the required length is equal to 2 times of integral 0 to a root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square into dx, because the curve is symmetrical about the x-axis. So in the first quadrant it is varying from 0 to a. So if you take 2 times, then we will get the required length of this loop. So the required length is equal to S, that is equal to 2 integral 0 to a square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square into dx. In this equation, substitute 1 plus dy by dx whole square. 1 plus dy by dx whole square is 3x plus a whole square by 12ax. Now removing the root of that, we get 2 times integral 0 to a 3x plus a by root of 12ax into dx. So by simplifying this, 2 into integral 0 to a root of 12ax, in this one root of 12a is a constant, remove that outside and keep root x inside the integral, and the numerator is 3x plus a. So therefore this becomes 2 by 2 root 3a, that is 12ax can be written as 4 3s are, so for square root of 4 is 2, we removed it outside. 2 by 2 root of 3a integral 0 to a 3x plus a by root x into dx. Now this we have to integrate. So to integrate this one, let us split the numerator, that is 3x by root x, so that is 3 root x plus 8 into x to the power of minus half, it is nothing but 1 by root x. So by simplifying this, we get 1 by root 3a into the integral of 3 root x plus a x to the power of minus half dx. So 3 as it is we have taken x, root x integral is x to the power of 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 plus a constant take as it is, x to the power of minus half integral is x to the power of half by half, limits 0 to a. Again simplifying this, we get 1 by root 3a of this 2, 3 get cancels, 2 is taken to the numerator, so it is 2a power of 3 by 2 plus, here also we simplified, we took 2 to the numerator, so it is 2 into x to the power of 1 by 2, we have applied the limit a here, so in both the cases we have applied. So this equation, after simplifying, we get 1 by root 3a into 2a to the power of 3 by 2 plus 2a to the power of 3 by 2. So by adding these two terms, we get 4a to the power of 3 by 2 by root 3a. So root a and root a get cancelled. So we get s is equal to 4a by root 3. So the length of the arc of the loop is equal to s, that is equal to 4a by 3. Problem 3. Find the length of the arc of the parabola y square is equal to 4ax, which is intercepted between the points of intersection with the line y is equal to 2x. That means a parabola y square is equal to 4ax is intersected by a line y is equal to 2x. First let us solve these equations and find out dy by dx. we have y square is equal to 4ax. Take this as equation 1. Now simplify this for y. So we get y is equal to 2 root ax. Now differentiate this y with respect to x. So dy by dx is equal to 2 root a is a constant. So we are differentiating only root x. So root x derivative is 1 by 2 root x. So now this 2 and this 2 get cancels. So dy by dx is equal to root a by x. Also we have the second equation, y is equal to 2x. Treat this as equation 2. So by representing them in the from the figure, you see the curve, that is the parabola, y square is equal to 4ax is this curve, and the straight line which represents y is equal to 2x, because y is equal to mx plus c is the equation of this straight line, and y is equal to 2x is this curve, Let us calculate the point of intersection. The parabola line 1 and the line 2 intersect at A and O. The required length is OA. So to find out this required length, solve equation 1 and 2. See, we get x is equal to a and y is equal to 2a by solving these two equations. Equate them and solve. See, y square is equal to 4x and y square is equal to 4ax. So x is equal to a and y is equal to 2a we will get. Because when x is equal to a, substitute in the second equation. So y is equal to 2a. Therefore a is equal to small a comma 2a. Now let us find out the required length. OA is equal to, x is varying from 0 to a because the point of intersection is the origin. So 0 to a it is varying. Now the equation to find out the arc length is square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square into dx. Now let us substitute the dy by dx value in this equation and simplify. Integral 0 to a square root of 1 plus root a by x whole square, that is nothing but 1 plus a by x dx. By taking LCM we get x plus a by x. So integral 0 to a root of x plus a by x dx. This we cannot simplify directly, so we have to substitute for x. So let us take x is equal to a tan square theta. When x is equal to a tan square theta, dx is equal to 2a tan theta secant square theta d theta. We have substituted that. So that is dx is equal to 2a tan theta secant square theta d theta. Then s is equal to integral 0 to 5 by 4, because in this equation we have taken the substitution x is equal to a tan square theta. When x is equal to 0, a tan square theta, when you substitute in this one, that is equal to 0. Tan theta is equal to 0 means that theta is 0. Then x is equal to a, because in the diagram it is very clear that x varies from 0 to a. So put x is equal to 0 in this equation. So we get x is equal to 0 means theta is also equal to 0. Then substitute a in this equation in the place of x. So we get a is equal to a tan square theta. A get cancels. Tan square theta is equal to 1 means tan theta is equal to 1. So that value is equal to 5 by 4. That's why the limits are integral 0 to 5 by 4, and substitute the value of x here. X is equal to a tan square theta. Just we are substituting inside the root x is equal to a tan square theta plus a by root of a tan square theta, and dx value is 2a tan theta secant square theta d theta. That also we have substituted here. Now by simplifying this, we get 2a integral 0 to 5 by 4. This is root a cancels, root of tan square theta plus 1. 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but secant square theta. So square root of secant square theta is secant theta. Then square root of a already we have cancelled, tan square theta is tan theta. Then tan theta and secant square theta d theta. Now by simplifying this again, cancelling tan theta, we get secant theta into secant square theta, that is nothing but secant cube theta. So 2a integral 0 to 5 by 4 secant to the power of 3 theta d theta. So 2a constant we removed outside, and by integrating secant cube theta d theta, standard formula is there, that is secant cube theta d theta integral is secant theta tan theta by 2 plus half log secant theta plus tan theta. So by substituting the limits 0 to 5 by 4 in this equation, we get 2a into, see lower limit vanishes because tan theta value is 0, and secant theta plus tan theta, even this value also reduces to 0. Therefore only upper limit we are considering here. So when you put upper limit here, 2a into secant 5 by 4 into tan 5 by 4. Secant 5 by 4 is root 2. Tan 5 by 4 is 1. So the secant theta tan theta, after substituting the upper limit, it becomes root 2 into 1 divided by 2 as it is we have written, plus half into log into secant 5 by 4 is root 2, tan 5 by 4 is 1. So the above equation reduces to 2a root 2 into 1 by 2 plus half log root 2 plus 1. You can cancel these two because there is a common for both the terms. So that 2 can be removed outside and cancelled. So we get it as a into root 2 numerator of this one plus log root 2 plus 1. This is the arc length of the given parabola, which is intercepted with the line y is equal to 2x. That is a into root 2 plus log root 2 plus 1. Thank you.